Where do you start if you feel like you pissed your life away? The concept of pissing your life away is a term for my generation. I don't hear a lot of young people saying that. I don't hear many people under 40 saying that. And it's the concept of pissing your life away is not something that if you're under, let's say, 40 to 45, you still feel like you got the world by the balls. After 45, after 50, after 55, it's a very fatherly, thing to say. It's not the nicest thing to say to your son, but when you see a child floundering and you get frustrated because you want your child to go in another direction, which was my story with me and my dad. And I find out that I grew up sometimes I listen to myself and I sound exactly like my father. It's like the Harry Chapin song. He'd grown up just like me. My boy was just like me. If you don't know that song, please look it up. It's called Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin. If you're a man and if you're a man over 50 and it doesn't bring tears to your eyes, there's something wrong with you. The song is amazing. Amazing. Are you pissing your life away? Do you feel like you pissed your life away? If you are over 40, I'll say, where do you begin? How do you start your life if you feel like you pissed it away? I feel like I did it. And it's not just looking back at regrets, because remember I said everybody's face changes when they start talking about regrets and goals. Every countenance just changes, either just goes down or it lights up. Where do you start? First of all, you've been lied to. The first thing is do what you love and the money will follow. Bullshit. Get that out of your head. That was a big thing in the 70s and 80s. It has proven not to be true. It has created more poverty than prosperity. Do what makes money and the money will follow. There's this weird-ass compulsion by therapists, counselors, and psychotherapists, of which there's never been more of in history. Every college is pumping out hundreds of graduates with therapy degrees, counseling degrees, psychology degrees. I reject 100% of it. I am one of those people. I graduated in 1986 with a master's in education with a concentration in counseling, and I spent 22 years in that field. I pissed my life away. Did I get can I glean stuff from it? Yes. Would I do it over again? Hell no. Hell no. I would just take my vocation really far and take classes at night, 1 to 2 nights a week, until I got my PhD or something like that, just for the heck of it. But probably after 5 years of taking classes, I'd realize that more classes are not going to help me. Literally half of my college education was useless. Luckily, I learned from everything. Galileo said, I never met a man so ignorant that I couldn't learn something from him. I kind of feel that way, but I feel like the courses that were shoved down my throat in college were truly a waste of time. When I look at the degree offerings in most colleges, they're wastes of time. Wastes of time. College right now just prolongs adolescence. It does not help you. You spend 4 years, you spend a ton of money to come out making less, then you'll never pay back your college quickly. That's the first thing. And why waste money? Why waste time? When you're young, the brain is so primed for those neurons to connect and create opinions and attitudes and skills. But yet, we spend 4 years in college not learning how to do anything. Spend a year in a vocational school, guess what? You come out at least learning how to do something. Cut hair. Be a plumber. Be an electrician. Learning how to be a carpenter. Learning how to join wood. Learning how to do things. I would venture to say that 99% of the people who graduate from college don't know how to do anything. They can't do anything. That's really bad. Learn how to do something and then start developing opinions. We have all these scholars and experts graduating at 22 years old. Everyone's an expert at life at 22 because you went to college or you read stuff on the web. Nonsense. I'm closer to 60 than 50, and I will tell you, I pissed most of my life away Much of that was in college. Most of that was bullshit. Most of that was trying to pursue what I love to do. Absolutely nonsense. Do what makes money and the money will follow. But where do you start if you feel like you pissed your life away? Number one, identify what makes money. Identify what you're good at. Not what you love, but what you're good at. And when you are good at something, you'll start to love it. And you'll surprise yourself. If you love something, that doesn't... I love playing guitar. I just don't have the chops. I don't have it. I love playing guitar. I will never stand in front of the crowd. I will never be a rock star. That's just the way it is. My genetics and my fingers don't move like that, no matter how hard I've tried. And I'm talking decades of just go for a few years of playing guitar, thinking you're actually going to do something, and then, you you just end up being like a bedroom player. Sit on the edge of your bed and play guitar, close the door, and that's fine. Write songs that are meaningful and poetry and blah, blah, blah. That's great. That's the role that it should play in my life. But pursuing something that I love and I'm not good at, that's the key. Grant Cardone talks about doing stuff you love, being obsessed, and I believe that. Ted Gibson, one of my associates in the hair industry, is one of the top people in the world in the hair industry. Ted Gibson says, do what you're good at. I say, take a little bit of Ted and a little bit of Grant, put it together. Do what you love, do what you're good at, and then all of a sudden, you're going to start producing things that you're really proud of. You're going to start gaining income, because without income, I know there's the guy who had everything, the beautiful wife, the cars, the house, the vacation home and all that stuff, and is unhappy. I'm not talking about that guy. That guy had the wrong motivation right from the start. I'm talking to you, the army of average, the beardsmen, the pipers, the people in the hair industry. Don't piss your life away. So where do you start? What do you love? What are you good at? And how can you start marketing yourself, promoting yourself, even on a micro level, and gain a little bit at a time? I say start a YouTube channel. That's the first thing, because you'll see a direct response. There's a directly proportionate response to the effort you put into it. The more videos you make, the more money you make. The more interesting videos you make, the more money you make. The more engaging you are, whether it be positive or negative, the more money you make. So I would say that is a great place to start. And you don't need a college education, you need a smartphone. That is it. You don't need cameras, lights, green screens, a studio. I have a phone and a rubber band holding my Galaxy Note 5 on my rear view mirror. That's what I have. That's my recording studio. That's my equipment. My recording studio is the Sultan XB. Simple little car. Nothing to it. I love this car. Love it. If I ever hit the Powerball and got millions and millions of dollars, I would still buy this car. I love this car. Love it. Drives like a dream for me. Again, where do you start if you pissed your life away? Get yourself healthy. Number one. If you're fighting your health, if you're fighting your body all the time, you're not going to be able to think clearly. There's not going to be clarification. Your goals will always be cloudy. Your purpose will always be cloudy. Just get healthy. Drink more water. Eliminate sugar. Eliminate sugar. I went through a health scare because I eat a bag of candy every afternoon. Or I did anyways. I haven't done that now in 4 months. All my blood levels are wonderful because of that. As a diabetic, I had to do that. It was a wake-up call. So here's the deal. Get healthy. Eliminate sugar. Eliminate white flour. Tai Lopez, who I'm getting hooked on, says you really need a 32 to 34 inch waist. Whew, I have not seen a 32 inch waist since I was in my 20s. Is that even possible? I don't know. 34, 35 could be realistic for me. My doctor said for me, like for instance, when I look at my BMI, because I have muscle mass. As an athlete and weightlifter in my younger years, I gained muscle, I gained bulk. I was a bulky, strong guy, bench pressing a lot of weight, throwing a lot of weight around. Had several injuries. I kind of retired from all of that stuff. Now I'm into stretching and yoga. And not the more Eastern philosophy-ish yoga, just the more athletic version of yoga, stretching and lengthening the muscles that will get strength naturally, and then throwing around lightweight till exhaustion. To me, that works wonders, and I can build an incredible body using 10, 15, or 20 pound weights at the ultimate most. Get your body healthy. When I first started these videos, I was probably, 225, 230 down from I was over 250 at one point. Now I'm hovering at 200. My BMI says that I'm obese, which is crazy because it doesn't account for muscle mass. Here's the deal with that. My doctor said for me and my height and my build and my muscle mass, my body mass, the lean mass that I have, she said 185 to 190 would be perfect and healthy. Blood pressure would be down. I need to keep moving because of my cholesterol, which is genetic. My diabetic stuff, absolutely under control through diet and exercise. 100% under control. Meniere's syndrome, which is a vertigo, dizziness, nausea that I experience on occasion, completely unpredictable. That stays under control. It's semi-unpredictable, but anyways, when I get my body going, then I have clarity of purpose, intellectual and mental clarity. My singleness, I've been single for about 4 years. 3.5, yeah, about almost going on 4 years. No relationship. Dating here and there, female friends, hug, kiss, whatever, but nothing that I call a relationship. So I've been single, exploring. Now I'm open to meeting someone and having a life partner. I don't feel like being Casanova. I'm not interested in test driving cars, women like cars anymore. And I wish I never did. That was part of pissing my life away. See, my face changed when I talked about that, because I envy the guys who've been married for 30 or 40 years and are happy and can Netflix and chill with their wife, and their kids are now in college. I kind of envy that thing. So get the body in shape. Don't be controlled by food, anger, hormones. Don't be controlled by your past. Don't be controlled by unrealistic dreams and goals. Don't be the man of La Mancha that's just following this impossible dream. There's a difference between an impossible dream and a stupid dream. Let's get real. I'm not going to be a rock star. It's not happening. I'm not going to be a rock star. That's okay. I'm an intellectual. I will be doing TED Talks. I will be, I taught in 4 colleges. There's areas that I would be considered an expert in, according to Malcolm Gladwell. I have 10,000 hours of study and expertise and proficiency in several different things. I am considered an expert in the hair industry, although I don't look and sound like it, right? I look more like a guy getting ready to go on a hunting trip. Where do you start if you've pissed your life away? Clarity. Get your body straight, your mind will clear up. Don't be controlled by hormones, sugar, white flour, drink water, get your sleep back on schedule. Wake up feeling refreshed. That's the first thing. Second thing is this: bite your tongue. A lot of times we feel bad after we say things. Sociopaths don't feel bad no matter what they say. And I can't deal with that. I'm not a social worker. psychiatrist or counselor anymore. I have no opinions on that stuff, no professional opinions. So I would encourage you to be careful of your mood swings. Be careful of the roller coaster ride that you've been on. If you're in a bad relationship, get out. It's clouding your thoughts. You hear me? Bad relationships cloud your thoughts. It's a curse that is on you. You need to get away from those things. It's better to be single. I have clarity of purpose. My God, if you said to me, are you telling me I need to be single for 4 years? You need to be single for however long it takes to clear your head. If you're an obsessive personality and you are still pining and hoping for a past relationship, you don't have clarity of thought or clarity of purpose. You can't. If you're still missing someone, crying over someone, if you didn't do the funeral, which by that I mean burn the pictures, burn the shit, the clothing, the hats, no matter how precious they are. Take all the shit that some chick or guy gave you, burn it. Get rid of it. Don't hang on to one, no matter how valuable it is. It will be more therapeutic of you to take that watch that was given to you as a gift and smash it with a hammer. Or sell it and invest the money in a program. How's that sound? If you have anything that someone gave you that's of value, sell it on eBay or Craigslist. Invest it in a program, an audio program, a course, something that you can listen to every single day, and turn that pining and that negative, cloudy thought into something that can turn you around. Don't blow that money on food, stuff, things. Invest it here. So that's what you do if you've pissed your life away. I feel as accomplished as I am, and as many great things that I have done, and as wonderful and rich and solid as my resume is, I feel like I pissed away. How many years? I pissed away 35 years. And I'm closer to 60 than 50 right now. I pissed away 35 of my years. My pissing away started when I was 20 years old. The pissing started when I was 20 years old. So this is what I would do. I feel like someone who is just getting ready to fly the coop. I feel like I've literally, mentally, I'm at the beginning of a journey. Even though people in my family, not many live beyond late 80s. So that means I have, maybe 25 to 35 years left because I'm healthy. I'm not drinking to intoxication. I'm not a drug user. I'm not inhaling smoke. So I feel like I have some time, but it's halftime, man. It's halftime. It's past halftime. What do you do if you've pissed your life away? Start over. You need to start over, and it starts here, and it starts here in the body. Reinvent yourself. Literally, change your gait, change your posture today. Walk a little bit faster, a spring in your step, change your look. Recreate your image. If that means growing a beard, which is one of the things that I did. I grew a beard. I was clean. I've had some sort of facial hair for many years, but I literally have changed my image 100% by growing a beard. Literally, everything changed. People treat me different. Everything about my life is different because of this beard. Now, if I ever need to go into witness protection, I can shave this dog. Literally, I can go into a room and be invisible. But I'm trying to recreate my life, and this was the first step. And losing weight. I hope that helps. I'll be talking about it in the future, Army of Average. If you are, let's say, 40, 45 and over, this is for you. If you're younger than that, this probably won't relate to you, and I know that's not my target audience. So I'm reaching a very small part of my audience right now with this particular teaching. You can do it. I know you can. Because I believe in you. Now go out and do it.